Hello soccer fans out there and welcome back to Soccer Talk. I'm your host, Tim Milan. As you know, the main topic of discussion today is the United States World Cup qualifier against Mexico tomorrow night. I'm here with former U.S. international Marcelo Bobo, who has played in Azteca Stadium before, here to give his insight on the big game. Hello, Tim. Hi, Marcelo. You played in Azteca Stadium before. What is it like? What kind of atmosphere is it? Well, Tim, let me tell you, it's like playing on a different planet. You step off the bus to enter the stadium and you can hardly breathe due to the high altitude and pollution in Mexico City. On top of that, there are well over 100,000 screaming fans up there in the stands. I was there in 1996 during the '98 qualification campaign and we lost 4-1. I started at left back and I could hardly breathe out there. At halftime, I felt like I just sprinted 5 miles. I was almost dead. At halftime, whoa. Let me remind you folks out there that the U.S. has never won at Azteca Stadium, and in all their years of qualification, Mexico has only lost once on their home ground. Yes, that is true. It's because of the atmosphere the stadium has, but also because for Mexican fans, this is their holy ground. The players know that they cannot lose here. So, Marcello, what are the keys for success for the U.S. tomorrow night? What do they need to do to not get stomped out there? Well, Tim, they have the talent to match Mexico position for position. They are on a much weaker side. Their problems will be how they can control their atmosphere. If they can go the first 30 minutes or so without allowing a major Mexican attack or goal, the crowd will eventually quiet down. After that, it's just not making mistakes in the defensive midfield. That has been an issue all year for this team, and lost balls in defensive midfield lead to counter-attacking goals. Aside from that, play a solid game defensively, and when they have a chance to counter, they gotta run with it. The altitude? Well, they played their last game in Colorado, so they have some training in these conditions, but it wasn't as hot there as it is in Mexico. This is just something that as a professional you're going to have to deal with. There's no way around it. Okay, so do you think they have a chance of pulling off a historic upset? Honestly, I don't think today will be their day. Mexico has looked on fire in the last 3 games, and the U.S. is still adapting to the new style of play imposed by their new coach, Jurgen Klinsmann. If they are in a position to walk away with a tie, they need to take it. Getting a point out of this match will make it worth it. Speaking of Jurgen Klinsmann, how would you assess his performance at managing the team so far since his hiring last August? Well, he isn't producing immediate results, which is what most fans want. When they lost 1-0 to Jamaica, as well as failing to beat Bermuda by a higher margin, fans were not happy. But he is doing some good things. He favors a style of play where they slowly build up to an attack, then play solid defensively to seal it. As much as the U.S. fans want him to instill a type of offense that will give the team 4 goals a game, they need to realize this team doesn't have the type of talent or a quick-fire striker needed to accomplish that. But if they play slower and spend more time with the build-up in their attacks, they can do a lot of things. Yes, when he coached the German national team 10 years ago, he was seen as a tactical mastermind. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He just needs some more time for the players to gel together. And the people need to understand he is German, haha, and they handle things differently over there. So you'd say it might be some different sporting cultures that play a role in his performance too? Yes, Americans want immediate results or they will can their manager. Germans are more patient and only panic when things have hit rock bottom. The U.S., while not playing as attractively as fans would want, still have 4 points in 2 games so far, a very solid mark. If they keep that pace up, they should qualify for the World Cup no problem. Just because they can't win every game by 3 goals is not a reason to panic. Yeah, there has been some public backlash since he has not performed up to the standards the fans and the media have set for him. Will tonight affect his perceptions by the media? Yes and no. If they can win today, it will be the victory the fans were waiting for a side to get, and they will be very pleased. But if he loses, it won't have a negative impact, because it is expected, since no other U.S. coach has ever won down there in Mexico. I see. So who are the American players to watch out for there tomorrow? Jermaine Jones. He's German, like Coach Klinsmann. Haha. Well, with American citizenship. He needs to own a spot out there in the back third. He can't be losing weak balls to the Mexicans, as they will only result in goals. And for Mexico, without a doubt, it is Manchester United striker Javier Hernandez. He has never scored in 4 games against the U.S., and you know he would love for that streak to be over tonight. He has become a more mature player over his last few games, and it is showing. He will relish in the atmosphere of the stadium, and the Mexican press expects him to have a big game, and he won't want to disappoint. Well, unfortunately, that is all the time we have today for you, Marcello. Thanks for talking to us. Always a pleasure. Well, folks, we'll be right back with Soccer Talk after a word from our sponsors. See you in a couple minutes.